So today we're going to talk about mental and physical preparation for the holiday season. So,
Mm, yeah. Are
yeah,
you ready?
yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Nope, nope, nope. So when I hold up this little cup and it's a Christmas cup and you're going to be with your family or you're going to be shopping and you've got wrapping and things like that, what comes to mind when you think about the holiday season? Because we want to have a great holiday
Yeah.
season, don't you?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I look forward to it.
What makes it great?
Family.
Family,
Yeah. Family and friends.
friends.
Yes. Yes. Absolutely.
And, I'm a big believer that anything you enter into, you pre-decide what your role in that is going to be like.
Yeah.
So let's talk about the physical aspects of getting ready for the holiday season, as well as the emotional aspects of it, because we have physical bodies and we have hearts. And so we want to get through the holiday season, not just through it, we want to have a great time. So what can we do to ensure that physically?
Yeah.
What's your first thing that you think people need to do to stay strong, physically fit?
I think being prepared, just knowing that you're gonna enjoy the food, first of all, you're gonna enjoy the family. So don't stress out about having the good food. Don't stress out about it.
You've got to enjoy it.
You have to.
You're going to be able to enjoy
It's
it.
just one, two, three times a year.
Yeah, exactly. And a big part of the holiday season is relationships. And a lot of people get all worked up about relationships. So, what do you know about your family as you go into the holiday? That's important because you need to know how to prepare your heart, your mind, your soul
Mm-hmm.
to be able to have better relationships so that you can keep your sense of self.
Yeah.
Has that proven to help you?
It has. It has. You know, and I think it takes practice.
Yeah.
You have to, that's an evolutionary type thing. You have to
Mhm.
keep working on it.
Yeah. So, one of the things that you can do to have better relationships, and I'm the life coach, so I talk about the relationship side of things, the heart kind of things. She's the fit coach. She talks about the body and health and things like that. But better relationships really result in less stress in your life. And what does that do for the body?
Oh my gosh. You feel better. Your skin looks better. Your mind feels better. You're not overwhelmed. Yeah.
And being able to have better relationships and less stress in those relationships, again, is preparation. Going into the holiday, knowing who your family is, knowing who the friends you're going to see, and making sure that you're prepared for how you can be your best self, your strongest self, and enjoy the people in your life.
Mhm.
That's so important.
Yeah.
So less stress, and we're going to talk about that a little bit more. Being able to relax. I mean, how important is it on your body to be able to physically and mentally relax?
Yeah. Well, you can't enjoy yourself if you're not relaxed.
Yeah.
You can't enjoy yourself. And that's what it's about. Going back to joy, enjoying yourself, enjoying your connections with your family and friends.
And if the holidays get you all anxietied up and get you all worked up, then all the more reason to think ahead of time and think about those relationships, because you can't just keep doing the same thing year after year after year and expecting different results. You're better me, better we. So the stronger you are when you enter into those areas with lots of people,
Lots of family
lots of
dynamics.
family dynamics, lots of friends, lots of strong personalities. There's nothing wrong with all that as long as you keep yourself. You don't let other people impact who you are because of who they are. Is that true?
And yes, and or impact your decisions.
Yeah.
So if you have certain things that you're trying to adhere to, you can still enjoy yourself and adhere to those things. And talking about one other episodes, we talked about no thank you. You've shared that it is a complete sentence. You're done. No thank you. It's fine.
Yeah. So I'm not a sweets person. So it's very easy for me to say no to the desserts. So that just because someone said made a pie or
Yeah.
made a cobbler or did something doesn't mean I have to be kind and eat that.
Yeah.
Maybe I'll have a bite or two, but I like the salt. So if you bring a dip to my house, I'm probably going to eat all that. I can pass up the sugar,
Yeah.
but I think it's important to not eat because you feel like you have to.
Oh, yeah. And that's a good point because a lot of times during the holidays, and my clients talk about this, family's bringing all of this food and everybody wants you to try their dish, right? Your favorite dish that they made for you.
Mhm.
So portions, smaller plates. That way you're getting the enjoyment of the food and they're getting joy out of watching you
Mhm.
consume what they've made for you. So
Yeah, and my mom lived to be strong and healthy till she was 87, and she always said the best exercise is push back from the table. The moment you feel satisfied, you don't have to overstuff yourself. Though on Thanksgiving, it might be okay, and Christmas, but
just go for a walk.
just a little bit, give yourself a little leeway, but don't take 2 months and just totally get off your health goals, because that's what
Exactly.
happens.
And that's key. That's the key. Don't snowball.
So I think having a strong sense of self better helps you to engage your relationships without getting caught up in drama. So drama equals trauma. Who wants some drama? We're not signing up for that.
And drama, that usually ends up with comfort
Yeah.
eating.
Yeah,
All right.
it does. It does. So, engaging in drama is something I try not to do. When situations begin to get a little heightened up, I'll just maybe go to the bathroom or maybe go to get another drink or just go away from the situation and come back in when things have settled down. I'm not going to engage in a bunch of drama. How about you?
No.
That's our choice.
Yeah. I have to say, I'm very fortunate. My family, there's not a lot of conflict, there's not a lot of that. So it's a peaceful, we all enjoy it.
Yeah.
But there's a lot of food. So that's
A lot of
usually,
And I was telling her, I just had a weekend with my 4 sisters. We're all dominant personalities. We're all out loud people. But you know what? We had a great time together. We let each other be
Mhm.
themselves.
and you
But-
connected.
Yeah, we connected.
Yes.
We had a lot of fun. But just because, one may have a habit in one direction doesn't mean I have to do that. I can be who I am.
Yeah.
My budget is my budget. Somebody else's budget may be that. That may be budget for money. That may be budget for food.
Mhm.
But I think you have to maintain a strong sense of self and remember that you can say no, thank you. Look, I'm holding wrapping paper.
You're ready to go.
I'm ready to wrap presents. And another thought on sense of holidays is a sense of purpose. Now, how important is it to go into the Christmas season feeling like you've got a sense of purpose? And for me, that sense of purpose is to celebrate Jesus as a Christian. I want it to be about Christ. I want my family to know that I'm celebrating Christ. I want to enjoy my people. I want to enjoy the food. I want to cook. I want to do all the things. But I also want to be my best version of myself, which means I pre-decide going in what those goals and sense of purposes are. How important is that from the physical standpoint?
From a physical standpoint, being, well, again, you're going back to the food, so you're consuming, so just movement, maybe going for a walk with grandma, doing
Mhm.
something like that. Doesn't have to be a workout, just something physical movement.
Yeah.
Mhm.
It feels good to get up and walk around after you've had a big meal.
Yeah.
And
And you're connecting with the people still. You're still connecting with your family, even though you're outside moving around.
and when you think of family dynamics, think of it from a positive perspective, not a negative. So many people go into the holidays expecting, some negativity and things like that. Don't go into it thinking this is going to be the year when we have the best year ever as a family. We're going to get along. Our kids are going to have fun.
Yeah.
Don't go into it with a negative
Dread.
mindset already. If you
Yes.
dread it, it's going to be terrible. If you plan for it to be, all kinds of drama, it's probably going to be that.
Yeah.
So
You get what you prepare for sometimes.
Yeah.
Right?
that's and if you think it,
Yes.
if you think there's going to be stress and drama, then you have to plan for that. And you
Mhm.
have to plan what your response to that's going to be ahead of time. And that is you're going to remain above the drama.
Yeah.
And you're going to stay centered on, what your goals are and your purpose is. And that's to have a great time, enjoy all the
Yeah.
festivities, but to keep yourself grounded
Fun. Enjoy.
and focus on the fun.
And then, and have a little compassion on yourself. If you've had too much to eat, or you've had a little too much to drink, whatever,
Mhm.
whatever the case may be, it's okay. You recognize it and you just move on. Don't stress out about it. Don't add any more stress to yourself thinking about, how much food you've had over
Mhm.
the last 4 or 5 hours or all day long.
Yeah.
Don't do that. Just pick up and move on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think everybody goes into the holiday season, and I do this every year. I say, I'm not gonna overspend.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna overbuy. I mean, I may give myself some liberty to overeat a little bit because I like that, during the holidays.
Yeah.
But I think that we have to really think about, is this gonna be a great holiday season? And am I gonna have a great attitude going into it?
Yeah. It makes a big difference.
It makes a big difference. And if you focus on the fun,
Mm-hmm.
and you focus on what can be,
Yeah.
instead of what has been,
Yeah.
then I think you can really enjoy the holiday season. You don't have to overspend. I make a list of who I'm going to buy for. I try to stick to that list, and usually I do get a little frantic. Do you?
I wait till the last minute. I love that.
You do.
I always have. I don't know. It's the rush, I guess.
I
of
like the Christmas bustle.
the
hustle.
excitement of, I don't know,
Yeah.
standing in line is no fun, but I will do it. And I kind of enjoy it.
Yeah. Okay, so here's the question. When are you putting up your Christmas decoration?
I will plug my tree in Thanksgiving, but the day before Thanksgiving.
Ah.
Because I family coming all over, for Thanksgiving Day, and I have family staying with me during the holidays. So I put it up before Thanksgiving.
And another thing, I see people debating that. When should you put up your tree? Whenever you want to.
I leave mine up all year long. I have a small one that I leave up all year long,
Uh-huh.
and I plug it in when I want a little joy in my day.
That's pretty cool.
Plug it in. Just a little 2-footer. Yeah. It's just fun.
And I also think you engage in really great conversation. You listen more and talk less. I find that engaging in a lot of conversation, unless you're really centered in on the positive aspects of that, it's really great to listen a lot, maybe talk less. If it's a strained relationship, respect and love one another. Let people be who they are, but don't let it affect who you are.
Right. Right.
That's from an emotional standpoint or a physical standpoint. While I may cheat and overeat some, I'm not going to do that a lot. And I don't care what other people do. That's going to be something I control for myself.
Yeah. Yeah.
Self-control is a very important thing. So, do you want to have a fun holiday?
I'm going to have a fun holiday. That's my mindset. I am going to have a fun holiday.
So you have to pre-decide that you are emotionally and physically fit, that you have pre-decided what that is going to look like for you, and you're going to be proud of you,
Right.
because you're going to do what you have pre-decided. If you wait and do everything on a whim, you're going to get caught up, and it's going to be Christmas chaos. I don't want Christmas chaos. Do you want Christmas chaos?
No, only at the end when I'm buying gifts.
Some Christmas chaos is a lot of fun. I love the hustle and bustle, the Christmas movies, all that,
Yes.
grandkids, and all the things.
Yeah, it's cool.
The main thing going into the holidays is just really prepare yourself to have a great holiday season by deciding ahead of time what that looks like.
Yeah. And I think not imposing restrictions so harsh on yourself. A lot of my followers and my clients are like, oh my gosh, I'm gonna fall off of my plan during the holidays, and I can't have this or I shouldn't have that. And my approach is not to be so restrictive with the holidays. Enjoy the food, and like I said earlier, have what you want. If you want that piece of cake, have it, enjoy it. You're done, and move on. Don't beat yourself up about it, and don't feel guilty about it.
Yeah. And my goal every year is not to gain weight.
Mm.
I mean, okay,
Yeah.
I don't want to gain weight. I don't, because it's a whole lot easier to gain it than it is to take it off.
Yeah.
So as I go into the holiday season, I do keep a grip on that, because If I put on a couple of pounds, then I'm gonna lay off a couple of days and get that in check. You don't want to let that get ahead of you because 10 pounds is hard to lose.
10 pounds is hard to lose. And the difference between, 3, maybe 5 pounds and 10 pounds is 3 to 5, maybe bloat,
Yeah.
sodium load or
Mhm.
water, alcohol, those sorts of things that bloat you. But 10 pounds, you got some fat and that's harder to get rid of.
And you're going to be upset with yourself
Yeah.
if you do that and you let yourself do that because again, pre-decide, is that going to be what I want my holidays to be about? I want to enjoy them. I want to enjoy my people, but I want to keep some limits on what that looks like. So I'm not paying for it in January on the
Yeah.
credit card,
Mhm.
on the scale,
On the scale.
on the emotional drain or any of those things.
Relationships.
Yep. Yep.
Yeah, because it
So-
all rolls over. And then you're rushing for the new year
Mhm.
with your resolutions. It's like, don't do that. Just stay on track.
And then the king cakes come in. I'm like, who decided that we have New Year's resolution and then king cakes? Good thing is I don't like king cake, but I
Yeah.
do like me some Mardi Gras, etouffee, and gumbo and things like that. So
Oh, good. It's
one
about that
season to
time.
the next.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So that's it for today's Fit Friday. Pre-decide,
Mhm.
pre-decide,
Mhm.
establish your goals, be specific.
Be specific. And if you like to enjoy an alcoholic beverage
Yep.
during the holidays, if you'll shoot me a DM, I have a tips page to help save you from the hangover and the guilt. So just a couple of tips and tricks that I have learned through the years that work fabulously to save you calories and to save you misery afterwards.
No to misery.
No to misery.
Yes to self, but no to misery.
Mhm.
So we're going to come back next week.
Yeah.
And we have no clue what we're going to talk about, but
Not
we're going to
yet.
come back and talk about something. So we hope that you'll stay tuned. We hope that you'll get excited about the holidays. Don't dread it. Be excited. Buy things ahead of time instead of trying to make everything. Give yourself the easy button and make it
Mhm.
enjoyable on yourself.
Yeah. Go easy on yourself.
Go easy on yourself and have a lot of fun with your people.
Yeah.
Life is too short to not
It
enjoy
is.
Thanksgiving and Christmas.
Absolutely.
Do what you got